There is this quote out there, Beyonce said it, but it really resonates with me, and that is, power is not given to you, you have to take it. Is that not the truth? Have you ever felt like you're doing everything to heal your nervous system? Journaling, breath work, going to therapy with 1,000% effort, doing all of the homework after therapy and more. But you still feel you can't control your nervous system. You can't control your facial expressions. You're getting triggered all the time. You're anxious, on edge, or just stuck in this survival mode. You feel the stress in your body and you just want it away. You want it to be healed. You still overshare all the time. You still fawn. You still get so thrown off by people's energy. Your nervous system doesn't feel safe no matter how hard you try. You're not alone, and it's not your fault. For most people, our nervous system becomes hypervigilant due to trauma. Our body adapted to survive. I get it. I was there. I felt like I was going in circles, doing all of the therapy, reading 500 books, and getting nowhere. And I'm a very results-oriented person, and I bet you might be as well if you found this video. If I'm putting in the effort here, I want to see that I'm getting a result there. But then it hit me. Healing doesn't happen by just putting in effort. You don't earn a calm nervous system by checking all the boxes. You have to actually take power, not wait for it, like Beyonce says. That means taking specific, repeatable actions, ones that actually move your nervous system into a state of safety. Not just hoping it happens, not just meditating without direction. Because if you don't know what works for you to get real results, and how to exactly measure it, you'll end up self-sabotaging. Why? Because the brain needs clarity to stay motivated. If your vision of healing is vague, it's, I want to feel better someday, your nervous system will always default to comfort and survival. So what do we do about it? You're like, okay, Mackenzie, I get it. This is neuroscience. I'm familiar with it. I've been told this a million times, but no one ever has a solution that actually works. I'm going to show you how I regulate my nervous system in just 60 seconds. I do this every day. It's a non-negotiable, and you don't need to be like so calm like you're at a yoga retreat. Like, this is for when you have a full-time job and a million responsibilities. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need clarity and action. Because when you have a vision of who you're becoming and habits to match that version of you, healing doesn't feel like a burden. It feels like power. So step one is vision. Get out a piece of paper and actually write it down. And not just, I want to feel calm, I want to feel peaceful, but what actions will my regulated self be taking that I'm not currently taking because of my dysregulated nervous system? The things I avoid in fear, in hypervigilance, in stress, or that I just don't know how to do. For example, I don't want to overshare. I don't want to people please. I don't want my fawn response to come up. Robert Greene's Law 29 is plan all the way till the end. We are stepping out of victimhood and we are becoming the author of our story and choosing how things are going to go and taking accountability for the vision that we are setting, the plan till the end that we are creating. Whereas a victim just says, well, I didn't know what to do. And this can and will change, and you're going to find goals that are good for you specifically and that you align with and really care about, because that's really important for being able to even achieve them. But it's just about finding a starting place. Maybe it's, I want to go one day of the week, not oversharing. Maybe it's, I want to, a few times a week, have an assertive tone in conversations instead of the people-pleasing tone that I so often use. Then if you find that's a bit too much, you can change it to be just one day for every week I want to have an assertive tone in one conversation. You could start really small. But whatever it is, you're getting ready to hold yourself accountable to this goal. Step 2 is scripting your future self. So imagine yourself, you have a regulated nervous system. How are you acting? So in step 1, you decided I'm not going to overshare. So in step 2, you're going to get more clear and granular on that. So I'm going to end a conversation if I feel uncomfortable and walk away instead of oversharing. I'm going to make eye contact with them. I'm going to roll my shoulders back and down. I'm going to get rid of my vocal fry. Vocal fry is when your voice sounds like this because you're nervous. Maybe you want to speak in an assertive tone without vocal fry, but you're not ready to make eye contact. So you're still not going to make eye contact yet, but you are going to work on dismissing yourself from a situation where you feel disrespected or uncomfortable. It's not about having zero triggers and being completely regulated and having a perfect nervous system. It's just about taking steps, getting somewhere to heal your nervous system, achieving things that you just want to achieve. So step number 3, you're going to practice in low stakes environments. So you're going to practice interacting with people and regulating your nervous system and then responding with those scripts that you wrote out. So you speak with the barista, you feel kind of intimidated, your nervous system starts to get dysregulated, but then you go to what you've scripted, which is eye contact, and you look the barista in the eyes and respond with how you're doing, or your coffee order, or your story without oversharing. You can practice replying to an email while keeping a regulated nervous system, or making eye contact with a stranger on a walk. And you're just going to start collecting data. Oh, I struggled to make eye contact. Oh, I did okay with eye contact, but I wasn't able to have an assertive voice. Oh, I really did get dysregulated when I made eye contact with a stranger, even though I didn't think that typically made me dysregulated. It really does dysregulate me. Step 4 is taking care of your health and your chores in advance. When you're working on healing your nervous system, it's going to take all of your energy, all of your effort, so it's really important to meal prep, to be drinking your water, taking your 10,000 steps a day, whatever health looks like for you. It might be lifting heavy weights, laying out your clothes the night before for work, cleaning your house, showering every single day, preparing your vitamins, taking care of your skincare, taking care of your teeth, scheduling all your doctor's appointments. So that when you step out into your day, your mental energy is free to focus on regulating your nervous system, not worrying about what's for dinner tonight, not worrying about if you're going to be able to get to the gym or how you haven't been to the gym all week. And now you're going to be ready for step 5, which is to regulate your nervous system in real high stress situations in 60 seconds. See, most people's nervous system regulation routine is in the morning with candles lit, with their Bible open, with worship music on or classical music, and their cats or dogs or family around them, and then they go out into the world and they're triggered and collapse and are so dysregulated. But we are taking the opposite approach. We are practicing, yes, the breathing, the meditation, the Bible reading, the calm mornings, but then we're preparing ourselves to go out into the world, carrying our vision with us of what our day is going to look like, and we're coming home at the end of the day so proud of ourselves for carrying a regulated nervous system with us throughout the day. We're not so much worried about calming ourselves in the morning and having a calm morning. We're focused on our mornings to be like a meditation, a visioning of how the day is going to go, having no fear around what that day is going to be like, what obstacles we're going to have, what type of people will disrespect us, how we might be triggered, because we'll be prepared. So I want you to remember your vision, and so say you're disrespected. I want you to remember your vision, which is, let's go with, to not overshare, and then lock into 3 different of the items from your scripting. Maybe it's eye contact, your posture, and your assertive tone of voice. So I want you to notice that you're triggered, notice that you're starting to dysregulate. Maybe you feel pain in your stomach, you start sweating, your breathing slows. And I need you to just lock in here, even though you feel you can't, and make eye contact with them, speak with an assertive tone, and fix your posture and hold that for 60 seconds. Hold that eye contact, posture, and speaking in the assertive tone. And from there, you're going to get a grasp of reality and move into a regulated nervous system and be able to carry your energy through there. And if not, you'll fail and learn, and that's okay too. But if you keep doing this, you'll make progress. In CBT therapy, one of the most science-backed and effective therapies, this is cognitive reappraisal. You're telling yourself, I can do this. I can just make the eye contact. I can just change my posture. And from there, you're able to move into a calm state. If you're a fan of Marvelous Miss Maisel, in the show she's a comedian, has to go on stage, is so nervous, but every time her manager says tits up, and so she makes that posture and she's able to go from there, be confident in that one moment, and then she's able to go on stage and she regulates her nervous system. This isn't about finding a way around the trauma by trying to game the system. This is a way of working with trauma and moving forward and creating the life you want to create. Another CBT turnaround that I really like is just knowing that I want to have self-worth. So when I look at that, that pushes me to make the eye contact, which I don't really want to do, make the posture, which I don't really want to do, speak in an assertive tone, which I don't really want to do. The CBT turnaround really helps to push you to do these things that you don't really want to, but you do want the outcome. You do want to build the relationships, you want to enjoy speaking to people, be at peace with people. So it's reminding yourself of your end goal. Or you want to get a promotion at work, it's reminding yourself of your end goal. And that is what changes in the brain to help you to actually take the action. Step 6 is to keep track of your wins. So what was the vision you originally said? I only want to overshare once a week. Are you at that point, or are you oversharing 7 days a week and you wanted to only overshare once? For this, you can meet with your therapist about these goals. You can do a course to help meet these goals and be part of a community that helps you reach these goals, and read books that help you all towards these. You don't need to struggle, and you can completely adjust and change to maybe a more reasonable goal for you if you find that you're way off from where you thought you would be. It's almost like a nervous system manifestation. It's just what you want for yourself and keeping track of it. If you found these insights helpful, feel free to click subscribe and get my free mini course below, the 5 scripts every overwhelmed communicator needs to keep their power. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one, guys.